Got some spare ribs and brisket going in. Can't wait. All right, today we're doing a test cook. What I'm doing in a couple of weekends is doing a brisket cook for the coaching staff at our high school. So I'm gonna do a brisket and a couple of racks of St. Louis ribs, kind of as a test to see how it goes. You know, the St. Louis are so cheap right now. I just got them for $1.90 a pound, $1.89 a pound. So super cheap, good way to feed a lot of people. So we're gonna give it a shot today and see how well it cooks up today and then holds until tomorrow, because that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to cook it on a Saturday and serve it to them on a Sunday. So that's the test for today. Right now, got some Slovacic's sausage on the grill right there going while this smoker is getting up to temp, and about to get after it. All right, so the St. Louis ribs are about to go in. I've got it set at 275. We're around about 5 hours. And I'm gonna be using apple chunks for the smoke. So let's do it. Now let's take a look. It's been 1 hour. Let's see what we got here. Looking all right. Go ahead and spray it with a little bit of ACV. A little mixture ace, apple cider vinegar, and Worcestershire. After about another hour, I'm going to put some pats of butter on. All right, we are about 2 hours in, got the pats of butter on, and let them melt down and baste the meat. Looking good. All right, we are about 3 hours in. You can see that we're probing at about 169 degrees. You know, we both probes 1 and 2 are right at 169. So, you know, I'm not going to go by temperature. I'm going to do the old flop test, bend test on them. However, you know, it's a good alert to kind of, you know, let you know where it's at without having to open it up too much. I try not to open this door but once or twice throughout an entire cook. So I'll crack it here in a few minutes and maybe shoot it with a little bit more ACV. But other than that, it's going pretty well. All right, we're going to take them out and butter them up and get a little more rub on there and finish them up. All right, ribs were getting close to the 200, so I started doing the bend test on them, and when they got to the point where the meat was just starting to crack on the flop, then yep, that was it. Took them off. Now they're sitting on a warmer. It's sitting at 150, and they're gonna sit on that warmer a few hours, and then we'll dig in.
Those ribs were absolutely fantastic, man. The flavor on them was great. That combination between the gospel, the Meat Church gospel, and the Cosmos Q, man, really nice flavor to it. I don't like like a wet, sticky rib, but I do like a sweet rib, and this was sweet, not quite dry, because the butter, believe it or not, the butter kind of stays on there. Some of it drips off, but it does give a nice little coating to it, so it's like a caramely, I don't know, brown sugary coating on the outside, but it's not like super sticky, but it's good and sweet. I really liked it. Give it a shot sometime, see what you think. But yeah, it was really good. And now the brisket's on. All right, guys, 10:35 at night. I just put the brisket in right now. It's gonna go at 225 overnight. I've got oak lump in the chamber, and now that I've switched over to the brisket, I'm putting mesquite chunks right underneath the coal bed, so it'll get some oak and mesquite smoke all night long. I'm not even gonna open it up till I get up about 7 o'clock, so it's gonna get 8 or 9 hours at 225. So see you then. All right, it is 7 a.m. So it's been about 8.5 hours. So haven't even looked at it. I just bumped it to 275. So it's already climbed from 225 up to that point. So just gonna take a look, see what it looks like, and hit it with a little bit of apple cider vinegar and Worcestershire. So let's see. That's looking pretty good. All right, here we go. I do have it on here, fat side up. So, all right. Hey guys, you see that I wrap that up with foil. I don't usually do that. I usually use peach paper, but you know, I tried that one and did the Goldie's method brisket, and it worked really well. So I've gotten less fearful of using foil for the chance of ruining my bark. But you know, the bark's good and set. It will help soften the bark up a little bit, but yeah, I don't think it's a big deal once you've got the bark really set, whether you're using the paper or the foil. I do prefer the paper, but I did tallow it up just like a Goldie's brisket, so I figured the foil was probably the best thing to do.
Nuggets preoccupied.
Well, guys, that's another win right there, man. That brisket was so juicy and tender. Man, you saw it when I was slicing it. It was very, very, very juicy, and like I said, it was just fall apart tender. A little bit. I wish it had a little bit more pull to it, but it was really, really, really good. The flavor was awesome, and like I said, it was so juicy. And you saw those peppers. I took the ribs that I did and I chopped up about 4 or 5 of them, and I stuffed those peppers with the rib meat and cream cheese, and those things turned out amazing as well. So there you go. There's the test cook. That's probably what I'm going to do for the coaches right there. Should be a winner. See y'all next time.